Hello guys! So today's video is going to be a little bit different, I suppose. Might be more of a one to watch and laugh at as opposed to maybe joining into every single exercise. I don't know, it all depends on who's watching out there and how proficient you are in your Pilates practice, and you know where you are in your physiology, your strength, your flexibility, injuries, and that all plays a part in this. But basically, grab a wee seat. I'm gonna blabber for a bit. In my time off, I have been studying. So Joseph Pilates has his own original book. Of course, it's called Return to Life Through Contrology, and Contrology is what Pilates was called before he passed away. It was renamed Pilates after Joseph Pilates himself passed away. So in this book are his 34 original Pilates exercises. They'd all be classed in the intermediate to mostly advanced type of moves. Like I say, you have to be very proficient in Pilates to practice them, and then from that stem all the other hundreds of Pilates exercises that we all know today. Each of the exercises, I suppose everything that's been in my videos so far, strengthens the muscles and increases the flexibility in joints that give you, it's like a prerequisite to being able to do his full program. But of course we all have to bear in mind that it's over 50 years old, so lots of modifications and things have been made along the way. But yeah, I've been having a look at that. I've got the 34 exercises here now. It was literally done as a routine. I thought about putting this video up and thought, oh no, maybe not, but then I don't know, I like to see for my own personal practice, I like to know where something is going, or what's the best I can achieve. Like where am I going with this? What is the end goal? What is that particular move that I want to be able to achieve? And this is literally these are the 34 exercises. So I thought for today, what I have done is I've reviewed all 34 of the exercises. Now, I'm in no way an advanced instructor or Pilates doer myself. Please, honestly, don't get me wrong. I've had a big laugh at myself watching myself trying to do some of these. So I've modified a few of them. Might do some modifications of some. A lot of these exercises, quite a few of them are in the type of position where, and I've showed these in one of my videos, where you're up and over, all right, where you've got the legs up and over behind you there, and it puts quite a lot of stress on your neck. So even me, who I don't really have any neck issues, while I've been practicing this routine over and over again, I have definitely found that afterwards I've had a touch of a sore neck and a few headaches, and that's even shown for me. My neck strength and flexibility is not quite there. So if any of you watching this have any active neck pain right now, I will alert you to the exercises. Just please don't do anything that's going to strain your neck further, but I'll be able to keep you right about those kind of exercises when we come to them. But I'll give a shout out to them, ones that should originally be done in that position. But I'm basically, those are the types, if I'm modifying any exercises in this program today, those are the exercises that I'm going to modify, because it's just a little bit too much time spent putting your neck in that posture. And like I say, if you've not spent much time practicing, so we'll throw in one or two just for the crack. Like I say, today is more about having a laugh. Please don't take this overly seriously and things today, or even like my own form is not going to be great. So we're just here to have a laugh. But I thought I would just introduce you to the full run through of the exercise. Like I say, his original book is called Return to Life, and it has these 34 exercises in it. So it's just interesting to see where everything is going, what we've been doing so far, where it is building up towards. But I'll stick a couple of links in the description box down below of any of these exercises. I'll put in a link to Pilates Anytime. It's a brilliant channel that I follow of all the advanced Pilates instructors demonstrating the full 34 exercises for you guys if you want to see that. But otherwise we'll just have a bit of crack with this and have a little bit of a fun and see where we go. But it'll give you an idea as to the man, the myth, the legend, the genius that was Pilates himself, and where he wanted to get everybody to. But like I say, everything that we do builds up to this anyway, so everybody has to start somewhere, and if you're certainly not going to start with these 34 exercises, but if you want to tune in, come join me on the mat, get into something comfy, something stretchy that's not going to restrict you, and let's get started. So first exercise in his repertoire, we'll just skip the warm-up today, we'll just go in. Like I said, I'm just interested in showing you these 34 exercises. First exercise in his repertoire was the hundreds, and we have done hundreds before. Alright, so come onto your mat for me if you are joining me, and come and have a lie down on your back. I'm going to put my head cushion off to the side for this one. Now, with hundreds, we know hundreds to be the exercise where we're up, and there's lots of different variations of it. You know, you can have your legs in lots of different positions. It can be started down here, the legs folded up, or the original hundreds that's in his book is with the legs out in front. We're beating the arms up and down. We exhale for 5 and inhale for 5, and it's for 100 breaths. So for today, I'm going to start off with the hundreds in the knee folded position to let you have an idea of what the breathing's like as well. All right, so lying back in your rest position, inhale, and on your exhale, tuck your chin down towards your chest and hover your arms and your shoulder blades up a couple of inches off the mat. All right, we're going to start pumping the arms up and down. You have your legs in tabletop position, or like I say, if you are wanting to fold the legs right the way out to about a 45-degree angle with the knees straight, go for it. We're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, that's 2, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, and 3, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, and 4, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we're halfway there, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, and 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 7, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 9, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 10, sit up tall, inhale, exhale, lower down, drop the legs down. The next exercise we come on to is the roll up. So we've been doing this one quite a lot as well. Lie your body right the way out flat, stretch and long, knees straight and toes pointed, chin tucked up and the shoulder blades back. We start with the arms right the way up overhead, up behind us. Like I say, I'm always apologising to you guys, sorry that my video camera's not quite long enough. First part, we inhale. On the exhale, we hover the hands up until they stop just above the shoulder joint. We tuck the chin back, sit right the way up, and we fire through, stretching forward as if we wanted to go down and touch the toes. You're just stretch forward in this C position. Inhale. On your exhale, knees straight, toes pointed, keeping the legs grounded down. We're starting to roll back, dropping down vertebra by vertebra, and the arms come back overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands come and float above the shoulder joint, tuck the chin, and we start to curl our way up. And then that's when we shoot right the way through. Inhale. Exhale, back we go again. Like I say, keeping those knees straight, the body grounded, and that's when we lower back with the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Then right the way up, we'll do 5 in total, so that's 3. Shoot forward, bring the head down in between the shoulders, stretching off the back body. Inhale. Exhale. Thinking of walking the spine down like a string of beads onto the mat, one bit at a time. So you're lying right the way down. Arms come up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands, tuck chin. We curl up while keeping the lower limbs grounded. After this next one, we are going to go in for a rollover just to get you a feel for what it's like on the neck to have the body up and over. And last one, sitting right the way up. Beautiful. Okay, for the rollover, lower yourself right the way down, and I need you to have your elbow straight, arms completely making contact with the mat beneath you. So your palms are on the mat. and you're squeezing those shoulder blades back like a jigsaw piece fitting into the mat, so that the entirety of the back of your arm is making contact with the mat here, because it's going to be the pressure of your arms basically firing your latissimus dorsi muscle down your back that's going to help you power up and over here. Look at it. But like I said, this is a neck one, so if you have any neck pain at all, please do not attempt this. All right, so for the rollover, we inhale. On your exhale, keeping the legs together, knees straight, we're going to come to this point where we've got ourselves bent at a 90-degree angle with the knees straight and toes pointed. Now, whenever you're ready, keeping your chin nicely tucked in, you're going to push down through the arms to push your legs up and over behind you. Now, I'm not bringing my feet down onto the ground. I'm just at this nice kind of horizontal plane, tucking in my powerhouse, keeping my back up nice and straight. And we just have the hips bent at a 90-degree angle here, and you can see that my arms are down strong on the mat. Through here, I'm going to get you to open your legs into a V position. Pull the toes up. We gently lower the spine down one bit at a time. We circle the legs. They meet in the middle again. Toes pointed, and we push back up and over again. So like I said, I'll move down a little bit farther so you guys can see me. We'll do 5 of these in total. Pushing up and over. Inhale, pull the toes up, open the legs out. Exhale, gently lowering down through the hands and the spine. Circle the legs, toes pointed. We push up and over. Inhale, pull the toes up. Exhale, circle back down. Let's do 2 more. Up and over. Inhale, pull the toes up, widen the legs, gently lower down through the spine, pushing down through the arms. Legs are wide, they circle, they come back together one last time. Big push up and over. Protect your neck. If it's too sore in your neck, do not attempt. Opening the legs, toes are pointed up, gently lowering down through the spine with the legs wide, and then meeting in the middle again. Absolutely brilliant. Lying down flat on your back, we're going to go in for one-legged circle. So for this one, we're going to start off with the right leg first. Alright. Pick the leg up into about a 90-degree angle. Currently, I don't have the flexibility in my hip to get all the way up to 90 without this one coming up. So I want to make sure that the leg that's remaining, which is my left leg, is staying down nice and flat. So for me, I can get to about 70 degrees here. Now you're making sure your pelvis, your shoulders and your neck are staying nice and grounded while we do this. You've got the right leg picked up. We're going to go across the body to the left hand side of the body. And you'll just see your hips scooch up a little bit. You circle right the way around until you're back up in centre. Across the body, starting with the right leg, coming off to the left hand side of the body. We scoop down and round, big circle, back up centre. We'll do 5 each side. 2 more to do on this side. But you're keeping grounded down through those shoulder blades, through that left leg that's keeping you grounded, and change direction. So this time we're starting up centre. We'll scoop round to the side, scoop round and back. Keeping grounded down through the leg, through your tummy, your shoulder blades. Like I say, if you have any stiffness in the hip, you might be getting a couple of clicks and creaks here, but that's all okay as well. And lower that leg back down. Let's do the left. Keep the right leg nice and straight. Pick your left leg up. So it's the knee straight, the toe pointed. Because you might be down here, or some of the more flexible of you might be right the way up here. But just make sure that that right leg is nice and straight, especially at the knee, and making contact with the ground. We're going to come across the body first with the left leg coming off to the right hand side. You scoop round and down and shooting right the way back up. Full circles, just within your own range of movement. And the range of movement will start to come the more we practice. 1 more, and then we're going to change direction back up centre. Now we're going to go out and away from the body, scoop around and back centre. Really tough work from the hips here. And of course, if you do want to make this easier, you can bend the knee and draw your circles like so. And last one, scooping right the way around and back centre. Tuck your chin to the chest, gently curl right the way up. We're going to come in for rolling like a ball next. So this is number 5 on his list. I really want to buy his original book. Okay, taking a hold of your knees, tuck your knees right the way into your chest. Your feet and your knees are making contact with each other. They're squeezed together. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. With control, we roll back, articulating the spine. So we're going to do one vertebra at a time. You come back up and you catch yourself so that your feet are hovered just a couple of inches up off the mat. So it's a real push through your abdominal muscles here to roll right the way back up. You catch yourself and you set your shoulder blades back once you get up there. Good, last one. Right the way up and pop one leg down at a time. Excellent. Hold the backs of your legs, come right the way down into lion. And we're going to go in for one leg stretch next. So this is a nice and easy one, which is nice. Straighten your left leg out from it. Bend your right knee. Take your right knee all the way up to your chest. I want you to tuck your chin into your chest and lift the shoulder blades up and off so that you're up in that abdominal prep position. Alright. Bottom leg's also floated up. We pump for 2. Pull the knee into your chest 2 times. Inhale. And pump with the left. Change. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale to change. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale to change. Good. Exhale. Exhale. Making sure the leg that's down is staying down, but hovered up off the mat, of course, getting a nice stretch into the hips here. Bring both knees together, and this time with the arms floated down by the side, we're going to do double leg stretch. So if you can manage the 2 go out at the same time, you catch them, they come in, give them a little pull in towards your chest, arms going down by your side. Inhale to breathe, to bring in, exhale to lower away. Inhale to bring the knees in, exhale to push them away. Inhale, exhale. Last few, inhale, nice tight pull towards your chest, exhale. Last one, inhale, pull towards your chest, exhale, lower the head back down, pop down one leg at a time. Absolutely beautiful. Let's do a little curl up, hands up above the head, and roll yourself up into sitting. So through here we're going to do a spine stretch. Spread your legs just at about 10 to 2 or so on the clock, or just as wide as what you can manage, where you feel you can comfortably sit without putting too much stress on your hip joints. Sit up nice and tall, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. We're going to pop the hands in between the legs just here. Inhale. On your exhale, we're going to walk the fingers out. The head comes down, forehead looking down onto the floor in between our legs. And we're just stretching those shoulders long, getting a lovely big stretch down the insides of the legs and up the back. Inhale. Come and sit back up tall for me, dragging the hands all the way back in to sit tall. Exhale. Start to walk the hands, gently gliding them forward again. Head comes down in between the shoulders. You're stretching long, trying to keep those knees straight and toes pulled up. Inhale. On your exhale, gently start to slide your hands back in again to stack your spine up one bit at a time until your shoulders are stacked up nicely on top of your hips. Again, we'll do 2 more. Inhale. Pull the toes up. Exhale. Gently start to glide those hands away from your body. Your head comes down in between your shoulders. Stretching right the way forward. Pull the toes up to get the lovely myofascial stretch all the way down into your feet. Inhale. Exhale, gently start to guide the hands back in again. Stacking your spine up one bit at a time until the shoulders are stacked right up on top of the hips again. We'll go last time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's slide those hands away. The forehead bows down towards the ground and the knees are straight and the toes are pulled up or stretched right the way forward. Breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Gently starting to walk ourselves back up again. So you guys are in this type of position here. This exercise, that was called spine stretch. This next one leads into rocker, and I'll have shown you rocker before. It's an evolved version of rolling like a ball. So with rocker, we pick our legs up. You're clasping around the front of your ankles and we're out in that knee straight position to sit ourselves up nice and tall. So you're clasping the hands and then it's just like rolling like a ball. So we basically roll back. So if we go for 5 of these, if you're not at the point where you're managing this, what I'd like you to do here is cusp the back of your knees and just practice straightening out one leg at a time. And then even try tapping with the hand on the same side, while the rest of us, if anybody wants to join me, are going to go in for 5 rockers. So let's take up our rocker position. Legs spread quite wide, setting the shoulders back, and we'll roll back. When you roll back up, you must catch yourself. Fix your rocker, roll back again. We'll go for 3 more. Up and tall, knees straight, toes pointed, you roll back. The power of the abdominals rolls you up and forward. You sit up tall, rolling back, up, inhale, exhale, inhale. Sit tall, pull the legs towards you. Absolutely gorgeous. I really, really like that one, I must say. Okay, the next one is corkscrew, and corkscrew is another exercise where we are up on the neck. So I'm going to be kind and I'm going to cut that one out. But like I say, I'll put all the links in below so you guys can have a wee look at that. I just don't want to spend too much time on the necks today. I would definitely want to isolate how much time you're spending on your neck already. Coming up, sticking with the leg wide position as we come out of rocker there. We're going to come up for saw stretch next. So with saw stretch, we're back in that exact same position that we were in for spine stretch. Legs are spread wide, toes are pulled up, knees are straight, shoulders are stacked nicely up on top of the hips. We start with the hands abducted wide, so the hands are at the same level of the shoulders, soft at the elbow. Here we inhale. On the exhale, I want you to rotate towards your left hand side. Alright, now that back hand is going to reach upwards towards the sky. So the hand turns like this at the back, while the opposite hand comes up and across, your right hand comes down to reach for your left leg, and that left hand behind you is up facing the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, back center, sit your posture nice, knees straight, shoulders back. Inhale. On this exhale, we're going to rotate to the right. The right hand comes up at the back, and reach forward with that left hand for the outside of the right leg. Inhale, exhale, we sit up, and that's when we rotate. Inhale. On this exhale, we rotate to the left. The left hand turns up at the back, and we reach forward with the right hand for the outside of the left leg. Pull yourself close, reach up and away backwards with that left hand up behind you. Inhale. Exhale, just come up off the leg, and that's when you rotate back center. One more time to the right. Inhale. Exhale, rotate first. Rotate that right hand up at the back. Reach down with your left hand for the outside of the right leg. Really reach up and away. Squeeze that right shoulder back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, come up and off it. Rotate and float the legs back down. Absolutely beautiful. Next is swan dive, and we have done swan dive before as well. Come onto your tummies for me next of all. So with swan dive literally looks like, do you know those old like rocking horses? That's literally what swan dive looks like. I'm still practicing it loads, but for now I'm going to break it down into the 2 parts for you guys like I usually always do. So you have your arms abducted out to 90 degrees, like cactus arms, and your elbows are bent to 90 degrees as well. So this is where we inhale. On the exhale, we float the forehead and the arms just a couple inches up off the ground, and then we float the whole of the breastbone. But you can see that my head's looking down here the whole time. I never crane my neck up the ways like so. Alright, we lower that down, and then when we've lowered the upper body down, that's when we lift with a straight knee, the 2 hips up behind us, and we go up and down like a bit of a seesaw. Alright, so we'll do 5 of these. Inhale. On the exhale, we'll start with the arms and the head first, lifting the forehead and the hands up, and we lift the breastbone. Inhale. Exhale, we lower down, and it's at that instance that we lift, extend the hips with straight knees and straight toes behind us, lower back down, and we lift the upper body down, float the lower body up, down, upper body up, down, lower body up, down, few more. Upper body, down, 2 legs up and down, last one, up, down at the upper body, and legs up, down. Push yourself back for a little bit of a shell stretch, put your bum onto your heels, stretch your arms out in front of you, give yourself a little bit of a stretch off after that. We're going to go in for 1 leg kick next. So, we're going to come stand in that lying on your tummy position. You're going to prop yourself up onto your elbows like so. Now, as per usual, anytime we're doing any of our leg kick exercises, first thing we're going to concentrate on is the pressing of those two hip bones hard into your mat. A great squeeze of the glutes to protect your lower back. If staying up here propped up too high is too sore, walk your arms slightly farther forward so that you're not propped up just as high and putting any strain on the back. You will feel this work in your back, but you shouldn't feel it giving you god awful pain in your back, alright? With one leg kick, I'm going to get you to float your legs ever so slightly up off of the mat, alright, but without bending your knees. So it's just a slight lift off. What we are going to do is start off with the right leg. We kick twice as if we're trying to kick the bum. Kick, kick, straighten out. And then we go with the left leg. Kick, kick, straighten out. Off we go. Right leg. Kick, kick, straighten. Left. Kick, kick, straighten. It's real hard, forceful flick, flick, as if you really wanted to try to kick your bum. Concentrate on those hip bones pressed into the mat. Try to kick your bum as hard as you can. Try to want to go right, right, straighten. Left, left, straighten. Right, right, straighten, and left, left, straighten. Keep it going. Squeeze those hip bones into the mat. You'll be feeling this in the back of your knee. Straighten. Last one. Left, left, and straighten out. Absolutely wonderful. The next one's the double leg kick. Again, this might be a little bit straining for anybody that's got lower back pain, so definitely watch out for this one. You start off with your hands interlaced behind your back and they're rested on your back like so, okay? Your knees, your feet go at the same time, so you're doing a double leg kick. 2 feet at the same time, try to kick the bum, and then while the legs straighten out, this is when we lift at the breastbone and stretch the arms out behind us. Now, like I say, you might find that quite straining on the lower back. So if you're not fancying that second part of the lift up and away of the arms, just cut that out. Alright, so you can be here. I'm going to look off to the left hand side first. Rest everything off, hands are behind your back. Whenever you're ready, inhale. On your exhale, bend both knees up. Kick your bum twice. Kick, kick, straighten out. And you can lift your upper body slightly, turn your head, and go again. Kick, kick, straighten out. And down, kick, kick, straighten out. Again, you must make sure, kick, kick, straighten out, that the front of your hip bones are staying pressed really, really well into the mat. Now I'm turning my head every time that I'm going. So I'm looking to the left, kick, kick, straighten, kick, kick, straighten. Really, really feel this in the hamstrings. Straighten, kick, kick, straighten. Last one, straighten and kick, kick, straighten out, lower back down. And again, let's come in for a great big stretch. Breathing deep. Beautiful. Okay, a little bit more abdominal work to do next. You're really, really feeling that in your hamstrings. I know I am, but I've got really weak hamstrings, so we're all working on different things. So with neck pull, it's the next evolve exercise for our abdominal work. With our roll up, you'll remember this one, we roll right the way up. We're able to use the momentum of the arms a little bit to help us here. With neck pull, we have the hands behind the head the whole time. So if you're not managing to get up at all, do not worry. This takes a lot of practice. I don't even know if I'll be able to get up after doing all this. So you're lying down completely flat. You've got your hands, fingers interlaced behind your head. The elbows are out wide. You inhale. On the exhale, again, as per usual, it's the tuck of the chin into the chest. You're trying to sit up while keeping the legs grounded. Shoot right the way forward as if you wanted to nearly put your head in between your knees. And keep the elbows back. Don't have the elbows crouched forward. They're back and away from your face. Inhale. Exhale, sit tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades back so you're stacked up. Shoulders just right on top of the hips here. You slightly fold forward. Knees straight and toes pointed. You gently start to lower yourself back down onto the mat again. Alright, away we go. We'll do 5 of these with 1 done. Inhale. Exhale, trying to keep the elbows as wide as we can. You'll definitely see me struggling with the legs. Coming right the way forward, squeeze those shoulder blades back, keeping the knees straight, trying to come as close with our face towards our legs as what we can. Inhale, exhale, sit tall, squeeze the shoulders back, inhale, exhale, curl the spine forward, and let's gently start to lower back down again. Till we're right the way back down on the mat, head rest down, elbows come wide, inhale. Exhale, pick the head up, chin tucks to chest, try to sit up and forward, try to keep those legs grounded and shoot right the way forward, keeping the elbows back, keeping knees straight, trying to bring the upper body as close towards the lower body as we can. Inhale, sit up tall, squeeze the shoulders back, exhale, round the spine forward. Let's start gently lowering ourselves back one bit at a time until the head and the elbows come back. Inhale, exhale, up we go again, chin tucks to chest. Trying to keep the legs down and come right the way forward. Elbows are squeezed back. You're looking in between your knees. Inhale. Exhale to sit up tall. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lowering back one bit at a time. Keeping control of those legs till you're right the way back on the mat. Last one. Lying flat on your back. Inhale. Hands behind the head. Exhale. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Can keep the elbows wide. Come right the way forward. Stretch off your lower body. Inhale. Exhale, coming nice and tall, and lowering right the way back down. Okay, in Joseph's book originally, he does his scissors. Now let me get over my wee position. He does scissors up in this position, and this is another exercise up here. It's called jackknife, leads up onto this, but like I said, these are going to be ones that I'm going to cut out because I really don't want you guys spending too much time up on your neck. But this is what his traditional scissors look like. But we have lots of different ways that we do scissors these days. So we'll just do a scissors in our abdominal prep position. So lying down on your back. Alright, gonna keep one leg straight and it's gonna be down on the mat. Other leg's gonna be straight and hovered up. Want your body hovered up too, arms up a couple inches up off the ground, neck tucked in towards the chest. We can give this a little pull, so we'll pull, 1, 2, swap over, and pull, 1, 2, swap over. Good. Let's go for 10 of these. 2, 3, and swap. Pull, pull, swap. Pull, pull, swap. Pull, pull, swap. Get your breathing going. Inhale. Exhale, exhale, and inhale as you swap. Breathe out, breathe out. Pull the knee to the chest and lower back down. Bicycle is the next exercise on the list, and bicycle leads on from this position. It goes from scissors into bicycle, like so. So we will use this opportunity, like I say, because I don't want you up in your neck too much, to do our little oblique twists in that same kind of bicycle motion that we all know and love. So interlace your hands behind your head for me, elbows out wide. So with our oblique twist, we're going to become an opposite elbow to opposite knee. Our legs start off in this position. So I'm going to pick up my right leg first into tabletop prep. Bottom leg's out straight. Going to bring left elbow across for right knee. Inhale. Exhale, swap over. Right elbow to left knee. Bicycles. I'm going to make it really pretty like it is in his book. Keep it going. We'll just do a few of these. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Inhale through the nose. Out through the mouth. Making it nice and flowy. Inhale. Exhale. Pull both knees towards your chest. Rest your head back. And relax everything off. Woo, woo, woo. Alright. You'll be glad to know something familiar coming up. Shoulder bridge. So our glutes bridge is what is next. Of course, in the book, it is of an advanced form. I think you guys will be ready for it because we've been doing so many bridges. So why not? We'll absolutely give this one a go. We'll maybe do 5 on each leg. Okay, so let's come up into our starting position first of all for bridge. Knees are bent up. Weight spread evenly throughout the feet, nicely on the ground. Arms are down straight by your side, straight elbow, making sure all of the back of the arms making contact with the mat, shoulder blades pressed in. We squeeze the bum and the tummy to rotate the pelvis towards us. Inhale, and on your exhale, push down through your feet and come up into a nice tall bridge for me, squeezing at the bum. Now while we're up here, this is what Joseph's shoulder bridge looks like. We pick the right leg up. It's up at a 90-degree angle, so again, flexibility might be a problem here. With a straight knee and toe pointed, he points down, legs still hovering up off the mat here, pulls the toe up, comes up, points down, and then lowers back down. And then we swap leg, left leg coming up into that 90-degree bend position, point down, pull up with the toe, point down, up with the toe, and lowering back down. Let's go again, starting up with the right leg up in 90 degrees, point down, up with the toe, point down, up with the toe, returning back down. Fix your bridge so you can hold yourself up underneath here if you like as well. Let's pick the left leg up, 90 degrees, knee straight, toe pointed, down, up with the toe, down, up with the toe, resting back down. We'll do a few more on each leg, starting up with the right leg, knee straight, toe pointed, down, up, returning back down. Fix your bridge, squeeze your bum, get tall. Pick that left leg up, knee straight, down, up at the toe, down, up at the toe, back down, squeeze up through your bridge. Inhale and exhale. Let's lower down one bit at a time. Woo! Until we're right the way down. This is really good. Okay, we have got spine twist next, which is another nice one. Okay, so you're going to be up, sat tall, like so. So I'll face you guys this way. So our knees are straight, toes are pulled up, the insides of our legs are connected here. So all in plane with the body here. So this is this nasty posture that we're all here practicing. It's really straining on the thighs, but it'll help build the good, strong thigh muscle. Stack your shoulders up nicely on top of your hips. Gonna bring your arms wide here. Inhale. On your exhale, we're just rotating to look over the left shoulder as far in as you can come. Something that Joseph did here was he would pulse twice around there to try to improve on your first attempt. So you rotate all the way around as far as you can without the legs going anywhere, and then pulse 1, 2, back center. Inhale, set the shoulders back, pull the toes up, exhale, rotating around to the right as far as you can, and then you pulse 1, 2, back center, pull the toes up, set the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, rotate round to the left, far as you can, pulse for 1, pulse for 2, back center, pull those toes up, set the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, let's go round to the right as far as we can, pulse 1, 2, back center, and we'll float the hands down. So I'm just giving you a wee taster for everything this amazing man was capable of. Now jackknife is next. Jackknife is number, let me see, 20. I'll show you it for the crack, but I'm not going to do repetitions of it because these, like I say, are ones that I want to teach in person, to mentor in person, because these can go wrong if you're doing them wrong. But jackknife basically looks like, if I can do it, up tall and back down. So again, another straining one on the neck, so you have that to look forward to when I teach that in person. Teasers next. This might be quite a difficult one for anybody that feels like their abdominal strength isn't all that hot. So we're starting with arms down by the side. The legs are going to be floated up to about a 45-degree angle here, and this is where they're going to stay the whole time. Arms are going to start up and overhead. So I'm going to go down a little bit more. Starting like so. Inhale. On your exhale, we're floating those hands up, and we're coming up to try to meet the toes so that the hands are parallel with the legs. Inhale. Exhale, keep the legs where they are, and you lower back down. Arms come up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Sit up to try to meet those legs. Up and teaser. I'm only going to be able to manage one more. I'm pooped already. Inhale. You can say this is advanced. This is as advanced as you can get. This is Joseph's book. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little stretch. And that is teaser. Okay. Next one we've got is hip stretch with outstretched arms. Now this one is traditionally done like this. Your hands are out behind you, elbows straight and your fingers are pointing away. You're trying to get them out as far behind you as you can. You pick both legs up at the same time and you're making pretty big circles with the hips at the same time here. I don't even have the hip strength. I don't have the hip strength to do this. So a slightly modified version of this one is to come down onto your forearms at your back here so that you can rest and get a little bit more power coming from the arms. Alright, so you're connecting the two big toes together, powering down through your powerhouse, your core, your tummy muscles, to hover your legs up, and a hip twist. So you're making nice big circles, trying to keep the back body, your bum in contact, just your lower back change direction with the mat, trying to keep the knees straight. If you do want to give it a go up here, please be my guest. Just lean right the way back and lift the legs up and round, but I am building up to that, not ashamed to admit that. Change direction, right the way around, really powering down through your powerhouse tummy muscles here, and rest back down. Really, really good. We'll come on to our sideline series after that. So we basically have two forms of side kick. So we'll come down onto our left hand side first. Gonna come down, just prop your arm up onto your head like so that you're nicely propped up. Bring your feet forward, so have your body nice and straight, and just bring your hips forward about 30 degrees of your body. Make sure you see me okay. Alright, we pull the toes up, and with side kick, you have your leg elevated up at the same plane of your body. Like I say, that leg's poking out slightly and forward, about 30 degrees of the body. Right hand at the top is fingertip holding you nice and steady here, pulling the tummy button in towards the body. We float the leg forward, we give a double kick, forward, forward, and float the leg back. Kick forward, forward, float the leg back. So you'll find it quite hard to balance here. Trying to keep your powerhouse, your core nice and steady. Kick, kick forward, slowly extend back and forward, kick, kick, back again, float forward, kick, kick, back again. Try to see how far you can bring your leg forward without buckling at your powerhouse. All the way back, kick forward, forward, all the way back, and we'll go for our last one, far and forward as you can, kick, kick, all the way back, and you float the leg back down. Let's swap over onto the opposite side. So Joe didn't have sideline clam and quite a lot of the exercises we know today. Those are all prerequisite exercises to try to build up these glutes muscles so that we can manage some of these more advanced exercises, but I do find these side kick ones quite nice actually. Bottom legs bent out at about 30 degrees to give you that little bit of support. Pull your tummy muscles up and away from the mat. Hand planted out in front of you, draw on the shoulder blade back and down, pull the toe up, float that top leg forward, kick 1, 2, gently floating it back. Make sure you're trying to stay within that plane of the body so your legs are up above your hip height. Alright, all the way forward, kick 1, 2, floating back. Forward, kick 1, 2, float back. Forward, kick 1, 2, floating back. Forward, kick 1, 2, float back. Contracting down through your powerhouse, your tummy muscles, kick, kick, float back. Inhale, exhale, kick, kick, inhale to float back. Inhale, kick. And this will be our last one. Kick, kick, floating back and lowering back down. Now I know we have side bend to do as well. Side kick. No, we've got more. It's got a couple of side kicks actually. Okay, we're going to come in for swimming next. We've done swimming quite a lot before as well. You'll recognise this, like I said, always building up to the end goal. So with swimming, we're literally swimming, bringing one hip up at a time. And as you'll remember, it's the opposite arm going with the opposite leg. So we'll
Bring the arms all the way out in front. I'll try to come down a bit so you can see my arms. Your forehead's down on the mat. Alright, so we'll start off with just warming up the legs first. Inhale, make sure your hip bones are pressed into the mat, and on your exhale, float with a straight knee, your left leg up and off the mat. Lower it back down. Right leg, float it up off the mat with a straight knee and pointed toe. Keep going with the legs. Lift at the left and down, lift at the right and down, lift at the left and down, lift at the right and down. Okay, and this time when we lift with the left leg, we're also going to lift the right arm up. Okay, so opposite arm, opposite leg, lift the left leg, right arm. Also the head's going to come floating up off the mat, back down. Right leg and left arm and back down. Let's do 2 more on each side. Left leg down, right leg and left arm down. 1 more on each side, and then we'll pick up the pace. Good. Get the legs going. Have a wee look up at me, and arms at the same time. Off we go. Let's do 10 seconds of this. Push your hip bones into the mat. Going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Last 5. Heads floated up off the mat. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Push yourself up into all fours. Just do a little bit of cat camel to stretch the back off. Round your spine up and through. Pull your tummy up and off the mat. Squeeze the bum. Put the head in between the shoulders. Arch the back away. Stick your bum out and look up towards the ceiling. Round through. Up into camel. Making yourself as tall as possible. Squeezing the bum. Pulling the tummy up and away from the mat. And then come down into your arched back position. Excellent. Next 2 exercises on his program, 25 and 26, is leg pull front and back. So leg pull in front is what we know to be our entire plank series. His exercise is full plank, floating the leg up 1 at a time. So we'll do that. But anyone that can't manage the full plank, because the full plank is very advanced. Okay, remember we've got plank level 1, where the hands are underneath the shoulders. Knees are about hip width apart, toes are turned up, we push up into the plank. Alright, so anybody that's here can do this kind of a thing with lifting the legs away. Otherwise, Joseph Pilates, leg pull and prone. We're in a full plank position and we'll just do 5 leg lifts. Alright, so get yourself in a nice plank first, be it that you're in plank level 1 or in this plank with me. Alright, you take your weight down through your left leg, float the right leg up behind you. And then you lift the left leg up, down, right leg up, down, left leg up, down, right and down, up with the left and down. 2 more, right, down, left, down, right, up and down, and left, down. Beautiful. Sit yourself back, bum onto heels for a little bit of a breather, and then turn over so that you're sitting onto your back, and then we've got leg pull the backwards way. So your hands are out behind you, elbows are nice and straight, your fingers are facing towards you. Now if you're wanting it easier, keep your knees bent while we do this and come up. Otherwise, Joseph's way was this. Just have your feet about hip width apart, palms facing towards you, and you push up into your nice backwards bridge. And then we float right leg with a straight knee up, down, left leg up, down, right leg up, down, left, up, down. We're doing 5 in total. This is number 3. Left, up, down, 4 on the right, 4 on the left. Last one, up, down, left, up, down. Woohoo! Straighten out of the knees, come down, touch your toes. Give yourself a nice stretch off. Woohoo! Okay. He had another side kick exercise here, and it's called side kick in kneeling. I'm gonna come a wee bit closer to you. So see what you make of this one. For some people it might be an absolute no-go with balance. Alright, so you're starting on your knees. I want you to come down onto your right hand side. Now your fingers are facing away from you. You come down onto your side, you pop a leg out to the side, you're popping this left leg out to the side, your right hand's facing this way. Alright, and then it's just side kick, exactly the same as it was before. We float the leg forward, kick 1, 2, and float back. Float forward, 1, 2, and float back. We'll not do many of these because these are quite hard. 1, 2, and float back. Trying to keep that leg in plane with the hip. So your leg has to be at the same height as your hip joint, and float back. Last 1, 2, and float back. Then you come center onto your knees, and then we do the opposite side. So come down onto the left hand, facing away from the body, down, bringing that right leg up. Make sure you're rotated up nicely with the head nicely in between the shoulders, hand on the hip. Like I said, it might be sore on your wrist. Well, spread your fingers nice and wide. It's quite sore on your wrist. You can prop something underneath your wrist here. Bringing the hip up into the plane of the body, so the foot's in line with my hip. Pull the toe up. We float forward, kick 1, 2, and float back. Float forward, kick 1, 2, and float back. Float forward, kick 1, 2, and float back. Let's do 2 more. This is number 4, and float back. Last 1, float forward, kick 1, 2, and float back. It's a real tough one, but requires a fair bit of balance as well. Side bend next of all. So like I say, if you're finding this difficult on the wrist, this is why we do things on forearms. So this is all a lot of wrist, but like I say, this is as hard as it gets. So if you're finding any of these difficult, please stop, please just have a laugh. And I'm not claiming to be any, I'm awful. It'll be a long time before I look very graceful at this. Okay, so I am on my, I want to teach it to you guys, so you're usually doing it sort of on the same side as me. Okay, come on to your right hand side. So I want your right hand down on the mat. Again, the fingers are facing away from your body. You're propped up on your side like so. Now your top leg, which is your left leg, I want on front. And your bottom leg is at the back here. So I want you to make sure that your hand, shoulders, and hips are all nicely aligned, and your feet as well. You're going to push down through that top leg, and we're going to come up into side bend for this one. And this top hand, the left hand, is going to come up and over, so it looks like this. And then we lower back down. So really nice one. We'll do 5 of these, pushing down through the legs. Like I say, I have my left leg out in front of my right, up and over, feeling the stretch down the side, all the way up and over, down again. Let's do 2 more. Say, give yourself a wee push, all the way down. You can reach down for the calf here to get the side bend this way as well, and then the side bend up and over, off to the right, lower down. Like I said, let's make that nice little side bend towards the left, reaching down towards that left calf. And let's go for our last one, up and over. Beautiful. Come center, toss the legs off to the opposite side. We'll do the opposite side. Come down with the left hand now, facing away from the body. All right, we've got that right foot up on top, hand on the hip. So we start off with this side bend first, which is when we're sliding down with that right hand as if we wanted to reach down towards that right calf. And then whenever we're ready, one foot in front of the other, we push up and over into side bend. Beautiful. You come down onto your side, reach down for that calf to get the stretch on the left hand side of your body. Inhale, exhale, push up and over, making sure that your hand's just directly underneath your shoulder here, so not getting any strains. Lower and down, reach down for the calf. Inhale, exhale, pushing up and over. So if it's too much on your wrist, you can try doing this on your forearm as well if you like. Okay, lots of modifications. You know, there is no hard and fast rule. Pilates, last one, up and over. Beautiful big stretch, contraction for the obliques, and lower back down. Right, let's consult the list. What's next? So we've done our side bend. Next one's boomerang. Boomerang is another one of these exercises that we come up and overhead. I'll do 3 here for the crack, sure. But like I say, neck problems, please do please do not attempt this, okay? So this combines teaser and quite a few of our other exercises all into one. A little bit of scapular retraction control, and then that neck endurance as well. So there's a lot going on here with boomerang. So with boomerang, we lift the right leg up, we put it over on top of the left leg. So the legs are intertwined, one over the top of the other to begin with. Okay, we stretch right the way forward as if we want to come down and touch the legs. We start to lower ourselves back. We want to pick the legs up at the same time. We come right the way back so that our arms are straight. We're doing one of those up and over, guys. So make sure you guys can see me. Up and over. Then what we do here is we release the legs, we swap them over. We come down one bit at a time. We sit up into a teaser. We keep the teaser, we pop the hands out behind us, interlace, lock the elbows out, and then gently lower down so that the legs touch down, and then we're coming down into that neck prone kind of position where we're bringing the head towards the legs. We're squeezing those arms up and behind us, and then almost like we're swimming, we bring the arms up and over, and we come down and touch the legs, and then the whole sequence starts again. So we lift ourselves back, arms start to come down, and the legs come too. We push up and over. When we're up there, we swap the legs. All right, pushing down through the hands, we gently lower our spine down one bit at a time. And then with the legs, we sit up into a teaser position. Keeping the legs where they are, we reach back with the hands, stretch the arms out behind us. As a unit, everything tips forward and you stretch, arms out behind you, trying to get the head a little bit closer towards the legs. The arms loop up and round, come down and touch the feet. Beautiful. One last time. Sitting back nice and tall. Arms come, float back. We've got those legs looped one over the top of the other. We push it up and over. So we're in that sort of rollover position. Swap the legs round. And then pushing down through the arms. We're walking the spine down one bit at a time with control. We're coming up into that teaser position. Keep the legs where they are. The arms come out. Squeeze behind, and as a unit we gently lower forward. Inhale, exhale, arms come out in front, down to touch the toes. That was absolutely beautiful. And we've got seal next. So seal is another variation of rolling like a ball, okay? So you have your knees bent like so, feet touching on the inside. Now you get your hands and you loop them underneath your knees so that they come and they clasp the outside of your ankle joints like so. So you're holding like so, and with seal, we click the heels together 3 times. We roll back, so I'll show you from this angle. I'll just do a few of these. Protect my back, I love my big padded, cushioned Pilates mats. We click 1, 2, 3, roll back, back here, click 1, 2, 3, and then we roll up and catch ourselves. Click 1, 2, 3, roll back and click 1, 2, 3, push forward. Click 1, 2, 3. Abdominals will be starting to get tired now. Click 1, 2, 3. Push through. Catch yourself. 1, 2, 3. Back. Push. 1, 2, 3. And up. Now the next one after this is crab. Crab's a bit nasty because your legs are wrapped around you like this, right? You roll back. You roll forward, but you come up and over. This madman. And you come down. Your head has to touch the mat. Come back up and over. So you're literally rolling like a ball. But a little bit sore on the feet, so we'll cut that out. But that's crab. Crab is exercise number 31. Okay, after this we've got rocking. I personally struggle with rocking a little because of years of playing football. I have very, very tight quadriceps muscles. So you'll recognize this exercise. In some of our cool downs, I always get you guys to stretch out your quads, which is where you reach back for one leg. Right now I'm reaching back for my right leg, pulling the heel up towards my bum, and giving my quad a nice stretch. Now in rocking, we've got both legs bent up. So I'm also going to bend up my left leg, reach back for my left ankle. So I'm like this, is rocking, and then you rock back and forward, literally like a wee rocking horse. So I find this quite difficult. But you can just hold this. I find it's quite nice just to lie down, pull your heels towards your bum, if you can manage it, but again, you need to be squeezing your hip bones into the mat like we always do to try to get that little bit of quadricep stretch. And then in time, if you want, you pull on the feet, you can do that little hover of the breastbone And we can try to work towards that in time, because I can't even really manage rocking. It's literally like rocking back and forward like so. I think I might put my back out. No, I'm only joking. All these things just take time, you know. Human body is capable of all of these things, but that one, just do like a nice little quadricep stretch with it. We've got control balance, which like I say, I'll just show you very, very quickly. It's another neck one. So like I say, I've had to cut quite a lot of these neck ones out until we all sort our necks out. So this is number 33, control balance. So you know, we look at this, trying to make sure I have plenty of room behind me, because this is where you'll see this one. You push up and over till the legs are right behind you. You hold on to one leg, bring one leg up, swap over, but the foot has to touch the ground at the back, and then swap over. It's quite a tough one to hold. Okay, take yourself onto all fours, bring yourself up into a low down squatted position. We're going to come for our spinal roll up. The last exercise, start rolling yourself up one bit at a time. The 34th exercise, the final exercise on Joseph Pilates' list, repertoire of exercises, was the push-up. Yay! An exercise we all know. So there's a nice little flow to get into the push-up here, so we'll do it all together. We're going to do our spinal roll down that we do all the time, my most favourite mobility exercise for the spine. So get your standing posture first, spread your weight nice and evenly throughout your feet, soften your knees, ground down through your pelvis, bring your neck up nice and tall with shoulder blades pulled back. Inhale. On your exhale, tilt the crown of your head forward, let the shoulders fall forward, knees nice and soft. Let's gently start to make our way down towards the mat, dropping the spine down one beat at a time until our hands are down, or at least near enough down on the mat. If you're not down on the mat with knees straight, bend your knees a wee bit until you get right the way down. Okay, from here, we're going to walk forward until we're in that plank position. Now, Joseph Pilates likes to do his push-ups in a narrow stance, so you need your elbows to grace your ribs here. So they're literally more like tricep push-ups as opposed to a wide pectoral push-up. So they're really, really narrow. I can do a good 10 wide push-ups, but these ones I'm absolutely useless at. So elbows come and grace. So your elbows are in super, super tight to your body. Do 5 of these in total if we can manage. That's 3, 4, and 5. Through here, push up. Through the hands, flatten out at your thoracic spine and try to get your heels down onto the mat. Inhale. On your exhale, gently start to walk those hands towards you. Knees nice and straight. Gonna come in first, spinal roll up. Inhale. On your exhale, just gently start to stack ourselves up one bit at a time until we're right the way back overhead. It's my first time recording myself or really doing that whole thing full way through. I've been practicing it a fair wee bit, but that's the end goal. That was his book, and like I say, all the other little exercises come as a prerequisite off of that to try to get you to the end goal of that, you know, really, really good flexibility in that. Let's do a little bit of cool down. I actually worked up a sweat in that one, so it's brilliant. I'll definitely be practicing this quite a lot, but let's get cool down to get the blood pumping and get the breath under control as well. Bring your feet just a bit hip width apart, soften the knees. All right, roll your left shoulder, bend at the knees, side bend, and bring that right hand up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, grow tall. Hand returns, and let's roll that right shoulder, bend the knees, side bend, bring the left hand up and over. Inhale. Exhale, scoop up and round, hand returns, roll that left shoulder, bend the knees and side bend, up and over. Inhale. Exhale. Circling round, circle that right shoulder, bend the knees, and come right the way up and over. Inhale. Exhale. Back center. Come into a nice wide stance, feet turned out at 10 to 2. Come down into a squat, bring the hands up and over. So we're making circles with the hands. Just a really, really, really soft knee bend here. We're cooling down, not doing any more work. Just gently pumping the blood back, giving our entirety of our insides a good flush out with fresh oxygen. Come center, inhale. On your exhale, rotate to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, back center. Do 5 backward circles for me. Palms facing each other, they come up overhead. Palms turn and face away from each other. A massive backward circle. Rotate, arms are right up behind you. Come up and through. Palms face. Palms turn away. Backward scoop. Arms come right up behind and following through. Up overhead. Rotate away. Float the arms up center. Inhale. On your exhale, let's rotate to the right. Just looking over that right shoulder. When you can go no further, inhale. Exhale to come back center. Pick one hand up, putting your top hand behind your head, bottom hand coming right the way up to meet. Inhale, exhale, windmill to circle round, opposite hands behind the head and up behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Inhale, exhale, coming right the way around, hands float down, big breath in as you bring the hands up, chest stretch. Exhale to come down. Inhale into a wide position. Exhale, back down. 2 more to go. Inhale, chest stretch. Exhale, back down. Last one. Inhale and exhale, back down. Oh my goodness, guys, well done. If any of you stuck with me throughout that entire thing, that was absolutely amazing. You can see I am pooped after that. So it's just to give you an idea, it's just to give you an insight into my own brain, I suppose, and where I'm going with it, and where within everybody's anatomical limits and physiological limits within their own body, where I can try to get you to. And like I said, Pilates has been around for so long now. The benefits of it are proven, completely proven, for injury prevention, increase in flexibility, increase in strength, the health of your organs, the health of your spine. It's just absolutely unbelievable. Like I say, really good for the mind as well. And just taking time to slow exercise down and give the body and the brain a bit of time to speak to each other. So I know I haven't been babbling on in my videos too much, but I like to share my information with you guys, because you all have bodies just the same as I do, and it's kind of unfair that some of us get to go to uni and get to go and study about the human body and then others don't. Like, we all have a human body, so we all have a right to know how it works and that. So yeah, like I say, the benefits behind Pilates, as I'm sure you all know, if any of you have stuck religiously with me throughout this whole time, you all know how good it is for you. So that is the end game. And he was able to perform his routine right up until he died when he was 86. So it was absolutely amazing. You know, you don't just get stiff with age, we get stiff because we stop moving. So keep it going. As always, please subscribe to my channel, invite other folk to come along and give it a try, and when everything gets back up and running again, my classes will still be going. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all you guys in person again, and giving you the mentoring tips and feedback that are so important for fixing the postural cues on a lot of these exercises. Very important that you have somebody watching you. But I thought for now, while we're all in quarantine, have a bit of fun, give some of the more advanced stuff a go. Why not? But please look after yourselves. Any questions or queries, you should be able to comment down below, so please feel free to drop me a comment, and I'll stick in a couple of links, like I say, as well in the comment section down below, and feel free to go and research or look up his books, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Joseph Pilates, who's give us all these wonderful exercises, keeping us all in shape. Look after yourselves in the meantime, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I'll see you in the next video.